Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new video. It's Mike here with Mike's Drones and More, and today is the Sunday Q&A or catch-up or update video, however you want to look at that. I am using a new camera, so I hope you guys like this new camera here. Give me your feedback on it. I want to know if it sounds okay, if you like the video, if it should be a lot more clear, and it should have image stabilization. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. So first update I have to show everybody is I have finally fixed the Fly Egg 130. So the Fly Egg 130 is back in action and it is ready to fly. So I did have to replace all four motors. I was just going to do the one motor, but then I figured, you know what, I'm going to upgrade the motors anyway and put new ones on there. So it took me a while. I was really super busy, but I finally got a chance, a whole day, where I was able to completely, basically, rebuild this from scratch with what I had. I just had to resolder everything back on. So I'll try to be doing some new videos with the Fly Egg 130 coming up, maybe in next week or the week after that. So that's a really huge back update. I still have not gotten the MJX Bugs 3 from GearBest coming in, so hopefully I will get that sometime soon and we can do a review on that. How did you guys like the reviews from this week? Did you like the blue crab, and did you also like the other small nano that I did as well? And did you guys like the frame that I did a review on? I thought this was a pretty cool frame. So give me your opinions on that, guys. And if you have a question for me for next week, make sure to put it down in the comments. Make sure to use either hashtag Q&A or hashtag weekly question. However you want to word it is perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and get into our comments here. I'm going to reach over to my computer, or turn around to the computer here, and we'll go ahead and take a look and see who had questions for me. So the first question, it wasn't a weekly question, but I thought it was a really good question for everybody, so I wanted to answer. It came in from Brian Rader. So Brian wanted to know about like a cheap backpack or some kind of like pack that you can use for FPV drones specifically. So I wasn't able to basically wasn't able to find anything specific. I do know that the company Lowpro that makes the drone bag for my Phantom, they also make one specifically for FPV. But I've seen a lot of the guys in a lot of the groups that I'm in, they do just use a lot of those like army backpacks, you know, with the loops on the back. And then what they'll typically do is, I've even seen some guys, they go and they get small, like small dog collars. And then what they'll do is they'll tighten them really close, really super close, so they can snap them together. And they'll put it around the outside of their drone to stick it to the backpack, so that way it stays there. So that's really about all I have on the backpacks. There's tons of them out there. There's all kinds of brands. So just kind of have to look. I don't really have any recommendations because I don't have one yet, but when I find one I'm going to use, I'll definitely share it with you guys. So Brian, I hope that answered your question for you. So the next question came from Dwinnable, so thank you Dwinnable for the question. So he's getting his DJI Phantom and he wanted to know basically what to study up on for his Part 107 exam. So I can tell you this from the exam that I took. It's not the toughest exam in the world, but you definitely want to make sure that you study for it. The main things I can tell you that they're going to hit on the test is you're going to be tested on airspace. So make sure you know your airspaces, your A, B, C, E, and G, because you will be tested on all of those. Make sure that you are familiar with a sectional map, because 99% of the questions on there, they're going to give you a little manual. Basically, it's going to have a whole bunch of different pages on there, and what they'll do is they'll give you a question. They'll tell you to look on page blank blank, and then they'll say, you know, tell me what this is on the sectional map. It could be a balloon, it could be a glider, it could be just a tower, it could be mountains, it could be all kinds of different things. But so be familiar with a sectional map and how to read one. Also, let's see, including in the sectional map, airspace, trying to think of some other things that you definitely want to be very familiar with. I think that's some of the main questions that they asked me. I would say, like, over 80% of it was just airspace, and also was sectional maps, and also I know it's probably been a while since probably 5th or 6th grade, but get to know your longitude and latitude, because that's another thing that they do on the maps as well. So what they'll do is they'll say at this particular coordinate, latitude and longitude, they'll say what airport is in this area, and what airspace is it, or something like that. They'll give you a question, so know how to find longitude and latitude, and look that up. I will put a link for you down in the description for the study guide that I used. Now, there's lots of them out there. There's like Remote Pilot 101. You can check that out. I think it's like $150, and that's a Part 107. I didn't go that route. There's a really good guy. He does photography, but he also does drones as well. I think it's Tony and Chelsea is their channel, and he has a really great Part 107, just like an hour-and-a-half video, but watch it. It's an awesome video. He is so informative. He helped me pass my Part 107 upon my own studying as well. There's lots of tests in place that you can go to do, like some of the fake tests. Like I think 3DR Robotics has a Part 107 test that you can take. If you just Google Part 107 prep test, there's tons of them out there. There's even apps you can download on your phone. But of course, none of them are like the real test in life. The real test, when you go there, just make sure the only thing that you're allowed to bring in there is a calculator, and a 4-function calculator, meaning you can only do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Nothing else on it, so you can't bring like an algebra calculator in there. I think you get, if I remember right, it was 2 hours that you get to take the test, and it is $150. And if you don't pass the test, you have to pay another $150. So, and you do have to wait a week. So make sure, I don't know about you, but $150 is a lot of money to me. So make sure that you go and you really study for that test, and you know your stuff. If you can get a decent grade on it, I forget what the amount is you have to pass. I think it's like 88% or better, or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. So if you're wanting to get it, and then once you pass your test, be prepared to wait about another 3 months to get your license. That's about how long it took for me to get my actual hard copy in the mail from the FAA, but you do get like a temporary tag that you can use in the meantime. So yeah, I hope that answers all your questions on that, Dwinable. If you guys have any other questions on the Part 107, please feel free to ask. I've got a lot of knowledge about the Part 107. My cat just jumped up here. He wanted to be in the video too. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. And the third and final question, it wasn't really a question, but I wanted to really share it with everybody again. So this one came from Jason Rowland, or Rowland. I hope I said your name right. So Jason, he wanted me to do like a build your own drone workshop. So I did do a video on how to build your own drone when I built my first custom drone. And you can see I did an upgrade on the antenna. I got rid of that dipole, and I got one of those style antennas. So I'm going to test that out later this week, and I'm hoping the transmission will do a lot better. I also changed the battery mounting to the bottom, so I'm hoping that'll give it a little bit better performance and better center of gravity as well. So I will share those results with you guys next week. So for Jason, what I'm going to do, Jason, is I know I did basically just a kind of how to build the drone, but I'm going to kind of give you guys a little bit step-by-step on what parts you do need to buy, and I'll go through another build with this one as well. It may not be quite as in-depth as that first video, but I will do another video for you. So this is the Space One frame that I got. Looking forward to buying it. I've already ordered all the parts that I need. Just waiting on those to ship to America for me. So as soon as they get here, I will be able to do the build on this one for you guys. So that's all the questions I have for this week from you guys. Again, if you have a question for me, make sure you put it down in the comments with using the hashtag either Q&A weekly or however you want to word it, just so I know that it's a question for the week for everybody. And that's all I've got. So thank you guys for all the support, all the comments. I really do appreciate that. If you like my videos and you like this one in particular, if you could hit the thumbs up for me, that would very appreciate it. That would help the channel out a lot. And if you want, you can hit the subscribe button while you're at it. and the subscribe button just really helps out the channel. And if you want, you can hit that bell. The bell just lets you guys know that I've got new videos out for you guys. Typically, I always try and do a video on Thursday and Friday, and sometimes the weekends for you guys. I've been trying to do more and more videos for you guys, just because I know you guys like the content, and I try to give you guys what you're wanting. So, and also, did you guys like the weekly FPV video that I did? If you like that, hit down on the comment for me and let me know. I'd really much appreciate that. But that's all I have for today, guys. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for the next video, let's keep our drones up in the air and flying high. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out, and have an awesome day.